In this podcast episode, Philip Goff, a philosophy professor at Durham University, discusses the limitations of scientism and the scientific method in understanding knowledge, particularly when it comes to the concept of consciousness. Goff argues that while the scientific method is a valuable tool for accessing knowledge, it is not the only means of doing so. He criticizes the philosophy of scientism, which posits that science is the only way to access truth, and emphasizes the importance of philosophy in addressing fundamental questions about reality. Goff introduces the concept of consciousness as a central topic of inquiry, highlighting its significance in shaping our experiences and perceptions of the world. He explains that consciousness poses a deep intellectual challenge because current scientific understanding struggles to explain how electrochemical signaling in the brain can give rise to our rich inner world of colors, sounds, and emotions. He presents his view of panpsychism, which suggests that consciousness is a fundamental aspect of reality present even in simple particles like electrons and quarks. The conversation delves into the historical context of scientific thought, referencing Galileo's revolutionary approach to separating the qualities of consciousness from the physical world in order to establish mathematical physics. Goff argues that this division has led to a neglect of consciousness in scientific inquiry and calls for a reevaluation of this worldview. He suggests that philosophy plays a crucial role in addressing questions about consciousness and reality that may not be fully captured by empirical experiments. Goff acknowledges the importance of science in studying consciousness, particularly in mapping brain activity to subjective experiences. However, he emphasizes that a complete understanding of consciousness requires philosophical reflection on the relationship between consciousness and physical processes in the brain. He challenges the conventional view that consciousness emerges from brain activity, proposing instead that consciousness is fundamental and that the physical universe emerges from a deeper story about consciousness. The conversation also touches on the role of philosophy in accessing knowledge and evaluating different theories of reality. Goff highlights the skills of philosophers in abstract thinking and logical reasoning, noting that philosophy allows for a deeper exploration of concepts like consciousness, knowledge, and morality. He suggests that philosophy is a skill that can be honed through practice and training, similar to other disciplines like mathematics or experimental science. He highlights different ways of accessing knowledge beyond empiricism and logical philosophical reflection, such as meditation and sensory experiences. Goff emphasizes the importance of considering conscious experience as a fundamental aspect of reality that should be integrated into our understanding of the universe. Goff introduces the idea of mystical experiences, which offer insights into reality beyond ordinary sensory experiences. He references William James's Varieties of Religious Experience as a classic text that categorizes mystical experiences and raises questions about the validity of trusting these experiences as sources of knowledge. The conversation shifts towards the purpose of the universe, a topic explored in Goff's book, Why the Universe Exists. Goff challenges the binary view of religious belief versus atheism, proposing that both worldviews are inadequate in explaining the complexity of reality. He suggests that the universe itself may have a cosmic purpose or directionality inherent to its existence, separate from a supernatural designer. Goff acknowledges the role of evidence in shaping our understanding of reality, citing the fine-tuning of physics for life as a compelling piece of evidence. He discusses the concept of dark energy and how its precise magnitude is crucial for the existence of life in the universe. He addresses the multiverse hypothesis as a popular explanation for fine-tuning, but raises concerns about the logical fallacy of assuming multiple universes to account for the observed fine-tuning. In response to a hypothetical secular argument questioning the inference of purpose from fine-tuning, Goff uses analogies from gambling to illustrate the flaws in reasoning that rely on the multiverse hypothesis. He emphasizes the importance of considering empirical evidence and avoiding biases in interpreting scientific phenomena. When challenged about his reluctance to invoke God in discussing cosmic purpose, Goff reflects on the secular biases prevalent in intellectual circles and the difficulty of defending non-materialist views. He acknowledges the philosophical challenges of reconciling an all-loving, all-powerful God with the existence of suffering in the world, particularly in the animal kingdom. Goff delves into the problem of suffering and how it relates to the existence of God. He raises concerns about the presence of suffering in the world, such as the predatory behavior of certain animals, and questions why a loving and all-powerful God would allow such things to exist. Despite acknowledging the complexity of this issue, he emphasizes the importance of exploring different worldviews and considering alternative explanations for the purpose and directionality of the universe. The conversation also touches on the practical implications of belief in God and how it may impact society and individual well-being. Goff considers whether adopting a belief in God, even as a symbolic or metaphorical concept, could lead to a more cohesive view of the world and potentially reduce discord and suffering. He reflects on the role of language in shaping our understanding of religious concepts and suggests that there may be commonalities between different religious traditions, such as Hinduism and Christianity, that go beyond superficial differences. Goff highlights the importance of embracing uncertainty and exploring diverse perspectives when grappling with existential questions. He draws on philosophical traditions, such as apophatic theology and mystical practices, to suggest that there are deeper, ineffable aspects of reality that may elude scientific explanation. By challenging the boundaries of traditional religious beliefs and secular worldviews, he encourages a more nuanced and open-minded approach to understanding the nature of existence. Throughout the podcast, Goff demonstrates a deep engagement with philosophical and theological concepts, drawing on historical perspectives and contemporary debates to enrich the conversation. His willingness to confront difficult questions and consider alternative viewpoints reflects a commitment to intellectual rigor and humility in the pursuit of truth. By engaging with the complexities of human experience and the mysteries of the universe, he invites listeners to reconsider their assumptions and explore new possibilities for understanding the world around them.